Alrighty, everybody, welcome back. We are back live once again. We are at the Westgate Hotel, Las Vegas, Nevada. This is your VNEA Whirlpool Championships. My name is Grant. I'm sitting beside the one and only Mr. Johnny Triple P. Been a monster all day, Johnny.
Yeah. What's up? I'm just losing my mind.
You
Just
don't-
kidding. I'm having a good time, man. We've been having fun on the stream with these people.
Right? You are the man on the mic today.
And we're sitting here in the B-side finals of the Masters Scotch Doubles Tournament.
Indeed. We have Jana Montour and Frank Frangolopoulos, or yep,
That guy.
that guy.
They're from Edmonton, and they're playing Jeremy and Rita from Ohio.
Righto.
Yeah. Got to watch a couple of these matches already. We did get to see the A-side finals between Jana and Frank versus Ben and Tony.
I did not.
And Ben and Tony won that match. I don't think they really made a mistake. I think there was one shot missed, a dry break, and Frank did a jump shot and drew back and scratched in the side pocket.
Oh.
So they didn't play bad. Just those little mistakes in a short race.
Oh,
really,
they compound each other.
Mhm.
And yes, we are missing the Battle of Alberta right now. It is deadlocked as far as last I looked, 4-4. So we're missing it live, but we're doing our best to keep updated on what what the scores are. So if it does start, if y'all would keep us informed, that would be great.
Oh, they've been cheering out "Go Oilers" the entire day.
The entire day.
Oh,
Do I
yeah.
have to bring out the band button?
Right?
So,
I love it.
Right? And I apologize, guys, for starting this stream a little bit late. It is still rack 1, but we did miss the break. They didn't let us know that they were starting, so here we are.
We were sitting here patiently waiting.
Right? We thought they were just practicing, and we were
playing.
wrong. What's going on, Warren? There you go. Thanks, Clark. Much appreciated.
Slow down, 5-ball.
Yeah. The whole thing is OMG. Nice. Nice. I have seen some of the highlights, so I mean it's looking like a really good game. It's too bad that we gotta miss that, but we happen to be in Vegas right now, so Vegas gets our attention.
Mm-hmm. If you guys hear a little music in the background,
Yeah,
they're blaring it out there.
It is party central.
Yes.
In the big room, let me tell you.
So
I was almost half tempted to pull out my phone when I was walking in and just do a quick little video, but I thought, no, I'm gonna save that. Holy.
Wow.
An NHL playoff record, 4 goals in 1 minute and 11 seconds? What? Come on, that can't be right.
Crazy.
Because I know we're headed into the third. All of the scoring in the entire game took place in 1 minute and 11 seconds?
Well, 4-4, so it had to have been 2-2
Or 2-2 or
3-1.
4-0 maybe?
That'd be sick.
That would be disgusting. Yeah, fill us in. Let us know how that all played out.
Fill us in with the score is what he meant.
Oh, I see. Yeah, well, that could be. We're sitting correct, 0-0. Are you the only Canadian that doesn't care about hockey, David? For that statement, we're going to deport you straight over the border.
Yeah.
You can't be Canadian.
So Ben was talking like when I was like, yeah, I remember growing up and I played a lot of hockey growing up. And you're like, which Canadian kid did not play hockey?
Right? David, you either need to get involved or get deported. One of the two. It was 2-2. I could get you into the States. That's some loud crunching you got going on there.
Sorry. Just seeing what Jeremy had. He's pretty tight on that 3 ball, but it looks like he's got the 7 in the side here pretty good.
No doubts.
Yeah. Jeremy's been playing pretty solid all day. He's got a nice little fan base going here. A lot of people know who he is. I'm sure you know who he is.
Yeah. Revoke his citizenship, says Clark. Done. Consider it done. No self-respecting Canadian says they don't care about hockey. That's just blasphemy.
So she's going to try to come up here. And I think she wanted to kind of just give that little 2 ball a nudge forward.
Yeah, kind of clear the path and hold the cue ball at the same time.
But needed just a little bit more check siding on that, which makes that a little bit more missable as well. I heard some whistles out there.
Oh yeah, there's they've gathered around. It's like, so you know where they put that kind of a lounge area?
Mm-hmm.
Right now there's a full DJ up there. He's doing his thing.
I haven't left this booth.
Oh, nice shot.
Very often. Maybe to go to the washroom.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. So I don't know what's going on. I can hear the music got louder and louder.
Yep. Well, they've definitely got it cranked up now, so we're going to have to find stuff to talk about the entire way through this or risk getting shut down by
because I think there's like
the
10 to
algorithms.
15 seconds of quietness where they can pick up and then use their algorithm to figure out what's what.
Yep.
So I have no issues talking.
No.
And if you guys want to, you know, do a little write-up here on the Facebook or YouTube, and, you know, I'll go through reading stuff and, you know, keep a dialogue in.
Right.
So we just need to see here. I think they're not 100% sure if this 14 passes the 4 ball, but he's going to have to play like a combination breakout or a safety. Oh, and so he decided to just kind of play a safe here. I don't think that's exactly what he wanted. The only thing is they tied up that 2 ball again, but the 2 ball does go into this bottom left-hand corner, so I think Rita here needs to just kind of just make this shot here, whether it's the corner or the side pocket. And I think Jeremy would have a good opportunity to get onto that 2 ball. I think there's 2 balls on the table that give him a few options.
Mm-hmm.
So the key here is to just maybe pot this 4 ball and let your partner do what he does, you know?
Yep.
But she's really looking at this 2 ball. Like, I think she wants to bank this in the side pocket.
Well, you know, listen, if you're going to get it out, now's the time because of where the, is it the 14 ball? 14 or 10?
It is tied up.
Whatever's there.
But the breakout's there. So she elected to play safety, which is a nice shot.
Oh, nice little snuggle in there by the cue ball. You guys can talk about a GoFundMe for my deportation.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was a nice option to play the safety. She hit that really good.
Dave, we are playing. So next tomorrow, everybody's playing at 9 a.m. So we're just gonna run the stream with no commentary.
Well, I have a TBA.
I don't like doing that, but at the same time, if everybody is playing, I know I'm playing at 9. Ben's playing at 9. Joe's playing at 9. Eric's playing at 9. It might be the man of the hour here, Mr. Johnny Triple Pete, back for the morning session.
TBA, but I'm TBA 1.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So that means I'm the first person to get an opponent.
Correct. So what does Jana do here? Skin off the 14. That's a little bit close to that side pocket. I've been known to attempt that and unfortunately scratch, right? She's pretty close.
I mean, I honestly don't mind just kind of like going one rail, kick it in the corner. I mean, I probably might scratch. I don't know if she has enough room to just feather this 13 and hit the horn and be able to just put a safety back on. Like,
well, the
without
problem
scratching.
is the 5 ball sitting up top there.
But if she does able to hit this, she should be able to come across, because she will hit this thin enough where she won't move it very far in the cue ball. You could drop this very close to the pocket, but if she hits this with just the right touch, she could put a safety back on. But is this hard? Is this a position nobody wants to be in?
Right. Especially battling for game number 1 in a quick, short
and
race
using
to
a
4.
rake
Yeah.
on top of it.
Yeah.
You know. So
She hit that pretty darn good.
I wasn't 100% sure. I'm just gonna look on this replay type kind of thing, because the lag between Facebook and YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really tough to say, but it looked like she hit it. Played a good shot. Oh.
I think she tried to play safe.
Well, she did play the safe, but I think that Jeremy had to swerve that just a touch, and I think the deflection. So see how he went one rail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just right in off that 5 ball.
But that's what I was saying. She had to hit that so thin just to kind of get that safety going.
Mm-hmm.
So
Tough shot. And Dave saying, Grant, there's a Flames game. It's tied 4-4. What are you doing commentating? This is my job. Sometimes I have to miss even the Battle of Alberta.
yeah,
But I know if somebody scores, somebody will keep us updated.
that's right.
Nice little breakout shot there. And sits it not terrible. Would have been better if it also would have went by the 1 ball to the top left-hand corner.
Yeah, well, I think he was trying to hit that rail, then the 4 ball without hitting the 12. You know that. I mean, it was such a tough to hit that perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But if he hits that, the 4 kicks out, your 12 stays there, and you have your 13 as your out ball.
Mm-hmm.
But he hit that just a little bit too thin, I guess, on the 4, and it just bumped that 12 up table. So now it puts Jana in a situation where, you know, she has to hit this shot pretty sweet.
Yeah. And based on the other angle here, she's got a lot of angle on that 13 ball. So
Yeah. Like, she should be able to just put this in with a little siding, but she has to watch her speed,
speed is key.
right? So,
Well, she got there, but
Well,
that little bump on that 2 ball was not the best outcome.
yeah, and that's the issue, is that he's going to be hitting this thin, and he needs to hit that 1 ball properly. And if he can move that towards the
To
side,
the side
pocket,
rail, yeah.
he should be able to lead that 8 ball.
Mm-hmm.
So this is definitely a tricky little shot. And that's it all. It just came from that positional play. So now, did he hit this too hard?
Yeah, and it looks like we've got a guy that wants to try to bot his way in.
Mm-hmm. Adios.
See you later.
So I can't tell, but I think she has this, because she got down on that fairly confident.
Yeah, she got down on that quick.
Ooh.
Wiped its feet, but in the door she went.
And like, you know, that was like the angle that from the breakout, that she played a nice shot, that able to shoot that ball in the side pocket, hit the 1 and hold it.
Mm-hmm.
That left her shot. So
Yeah, they did well there.
but yeah, if she could have just got just a little bit higher and just drew that up a little bit, then it would have just been an easy follow through.
Yeah.
Definitely take a lot of pressure off your opponent. But he played a nice shot.
He sure did.
He left her a good shot,
Yeah.
so that's good.
Very good job. And I don't know if we've done any plugs, but I got to give a plug out here. Got to give a shout out to Jam Up
Sorry,
Apparel,
no
guys.
plugs.
No plugs?
I slacked on the plugs. I'm not going to lie to you.
Slacker. If you guys haven't been over to Jam Up Apparel as of yet, make sure you head over to jamupapparel.com and bring in your custom ideas to life, especially for team wear.
I have a whole bunch of their shirts, and I tell you, I like them.
I like them a lot.
They do fit very nice. You know, I'll enjoy playing in them. And with a lot of these custom designs,
they're pretty sporty.
Yeah, I feel pretty cool. So I think in the next year or two, you'll probably see me supporting a little bit more the jam up wear.
Well, I'll tell you, we have some really, really cool new things coming down.
Mm-hmm.
We actually just dropped the line last week, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, all brand new. It's the largest, single largest release that Jam Up's ever done.
Nice.
Yeah.
The only thing I was a little upset about was I left my jam up jacket in Calgary.
Well, that's no good.
And I usually like to wear it while I'm here because it's just a hair chilly.
Yeah, in the room.
And it's very comfortable
to
just walk around and have this on.
That's what I have.
Yeah, you got one on here. It's not a jam up jacket.
It's not. This is Puma.
But, you know, it's just, it's. I think it's a perfect thickness where it's not too hot and not too cold.
Mm-hmm. It was nice to see all the shirts at our event last weekend. Indeed. Oh, and another bot now on YouTube.
Yeah,
these guys are quick. These guys.
Ben was showing me this one here.
Yeah, triple dots.
I just want to copy the address down because I just need to talk to these people.
Yeah, right.
And just kind of ask them a question.
Not that I think we're ever going to get rid of those, but you know, we can certainly put the best effort forward that we can. I'm wondering what his thought process was there for going forward.
I'm
just for the 9 ball.
Looked at this table
for the 9 ball to break the 10 ball.
How does he need to manufacture this table? So if she does have the 9 ball, I mean, she's going to have to go one rail into the 3 and the 10 ball. But after that, you know, things are starting to look a little dicey.
Well, if she takes this 9 ball, she might be able to break out. It is the 14 ball as I'm looking live. Just like this.
But she still has to negotiate the 15, the 11.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
This is no easy run. So is it at this point you say, okay, what about just a really good safety?
I would come off the rail, bump into the 15 and 1, push the 1 down, because then you plug both pockets for the 1 ball.
And open up the 15.
And you open up the 15. Now, the 11 does go into that corner once those 2 balls are gone.
It does.
So
let's have
that's
a look.
Just like a little strategic move.
Does the 11-15 combo go as suggested?
I don't think so. I think that 1 ball is a little too high for the combination.
Looks like he's got the piece of it here, but is that just the wrong cut angle to go back to the horn and have it?
It might be good.
Bobble?
It might be okay, but from our angle, it's really tough. And you know what? Maybe it does go because he's playing a 10. And if it does go, like he could play it just like this.
So the problem here is now Jana's going to be pushing into the 6 ball with the cue ball.
Mm-hmm. He's going to be left with a long 12.
A long 12.
And just you don't know where this 11 ball might end up.
Correct.
Because it depends how much of that 15 she could see.
Yeah.
I still like playing my safety. That just simplified the table a lot easier. And, you know, they didn't have a whole lot to work with.
Yeah. Gord says that I've liked Jam Up so long that I bought part of the company.
I think it's a good company to get into.
It's a great company.
Right now.
It's a great company. All the shares are gone, though. No more buying in.
That was the best sip of coffee ever.
That was the weirdest sound ever. That was not a sound that you guys were supposed to hear.
He's just all nonchalant.
That was the lid. Can you believe that?
Okay, so she scratched. I didn't think she was gonna scratch.
No, I didn't either. I didn't see the scratch coming.
It's because she tried
She
to
drew
manufacture a little bit of an angle, but she did come off that 6 ball like we thought she would. So, and that's how she scratched.
Oh, she did try to draw.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of angle to work with.
Now, good news, bad news. If you're going to miss, this is the way to do it. The 11 ball, or 15 ball, sorry, still tying up the 1 ball. You could get there right now, use ball in hand, and take the 6 off to 15, create a little separation.
Yes, this is Triple P. So, where he's sitting, shooting a 6 off of the 15 is the shot.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you play shape for another object ball, like the 7 or 5.
Well, so here's the question. The 6-15 always goes. So do you start with that, or do you start with the 3 ball? You got ball in hand.
Is the issue. Yeah. And that's what I mean. You have to be very careful on how you play this.
I think I would play the 3 ball first, because that 6-15 always goes.
That's right.
The 4 can get you set in there.
Oh, did he scratch?
Oh, he got... Wow.
Wow.
Wow. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to jinx him.
So what he did there is he played the 6 off the 15, and he tried to break out the 11.
Mm-hmm.
And he just...
overpowered it a touch.
And it just continued to the side pocket, which was unlucky. But honestly, shooting the 3 ball...
I think the 3 first,
and,
right?
and follow through or slide over for the 15 or the 5 or 7, then you can shoot the
well, then
7.
the rest is a map.
And now you have the angle with the 6 to break out the balls. Yeah. And I'm not saying that what he played was the wrong shot either, because if he did come off that rail, hit that 11.
Oh, he looks like a genius.
Then the 3 goes all day, and the 1 actually ended up in a really good position. So, I mean, good news, bad news. I mean,
yeah,
he did tie up the 11.
Yeah,
and they're wide open. So he's gonna play a bank here. I don't mind the bank, especially on these valley tables.
Mm-hmm. Especially you get to place it with your hand, right? You almost expect the guy to make this.
That's right.
Just a little outside.
You know,
he is not happy with himself there.
I just think that he didn't hit that with confidence.
No, he didn't.
No.
He kind of stood up into it a little bit. And he was looking at the results before he was finished executing the shot. Smart shot by Jani here. Just take,
this is Rita.
Rita.
Yeah.
Smart shot by Rita there to not take the 1 ball, leave that as insurance.
Yeah. You know, like I thought the 5 and 7 went straight into the corner. So
the issue is the 4 ball, right? So, I mean, you need to clear out that 5-7 as well as the 3-1. And then,
but it goes into the
4,
side pocket pretty easy.
Yeah, the 4 goes to the side.
Yeah.
Lots easier, especially on valleys, to be playing into that corner pocket. But interesting here.
I think he probably tried to get onto that 4 so she could play the 4-1 combo. Came up just a little bit short. So now she'll be shooting over the 4 ball to shoot 7. Which I don't think should be a problem. You just be able to slide over for the 3. 3-1 combo.
The nation. The combo nation.
Combo. Combo number 5.
Right? So with this shot, I think I actually play position, even though I'm shooting the 3 to the 1. I'm going to play position to get to the 4.
I agree. Oh, it's Rhonda. My bad. You know why?
Scores!
So we had a match with Rhonda and Rita.
Yes, correct.
And then when it was done, I just called her Rita, which was my fault.
Yes.
I apologize. When she goes back and watches this, I'm sorry.
Kick him in the ankle.
So Jeremy played that combo.
Get him, Rhonda.
Pretty nice. Like he was able to hold the 3 there.
Yeah. Looks like SVB just walked in the house.
Yeah, I seen him walking around earlier.
I'm surprised. I'm shocked he's back from Europe already. Must have hopped on a plane right away.
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't like missing this event.
Right on. Calgary
So
just
Ron
scored to
played
take the
a
lead.
beautiful shot. Very nice control. So Jeremy just has to stun this ball.
Yeah, hit and stick. Hit and stick,
Yeah.
nothing to it.
And Jeremy's been playing great all day, so this is just a walk in the park.
Another day at the office. Little VIP in the background while y'all are watching.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. Oh
They
my!
switched over. This guy's like playing all this tunes from
got
like the
right.
90s.
This is our kind of music,
Yes.
right? I'm
Of
resisting the
course.
urge to sing along, but we'd lose all of our viewers. It's being challenged. Oh, please be wrong and take a penalty.
Look, he was Poindexter.
Let us know, guys. Can you hear the music back there? I'm curious whether you guys can hear it. I know that the mics we have are really sensitive, so chances are you'll end up hearing the music in the background. I'm going to get a lot of notifications about the music, so hopefully we haven't not talked longer than 10 or 15 seconds.
I've been trying to make sure that I kept my mouth moving.
Yes.
Trying
yes.
to, not have
No
those
goal
silence.
kicked in.
OMG,
Come
are you
on.
kidding me? Bologna and cheese. Okay? Bologna
Right.
and cheese.
I've got another bologna that starts
Oh.
with not bologna and cheese. It's a different kind of BS.
Bologna sandwich.
A bologna sandwich. That's better. That's better.
BS. Bologna sandwich. So
A
Frank
bunch
comes
of
up a little
bologna.
dry.
I must be getting tired, John.
Frank came up there with a little bit of a dry break, and it's actually a really nice looking table. If you're
It's not
solids.
terrible, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you start with,
Stripes isn't-
though?
Well, that's the issue, right?
Starter
You
here is tough.
probably,
He's going
high ball,
high ball.
which isn't a bad. Like, I mean, it's a pretty wide open table.
9-10's a little bit rough, though.
Oh, he went up a little too far, but he's okay.
He's okay. I mean,
I
she's
just-
tree-topped a little by the 10.
If she's left-handed, this would be much easier. I'm not sure which way she shoots.
Get in front of the camera and dance. Yeah, but they've got bots listening, David, so they hear better than anybody.
Oh, sorry. She has to be right-handed to make the shot easier. Left-handed would be way worse. Way worse. But the
Oh
shot
my
still
goodness,
isn't.
they're just cranking out the tunes from our era.
Yes.
Kicking motion, my you know what,
Come on, Church. We know what you're really trying to say.
right?
He's got a big smile on his
He
face.
sure does. Oh, a very obvious kick in. Sketchy call, says Darren. No goal, goal Oilers. Come on, Stacy.
He's just jumping on a bandwagon.
Right? What's going on?
So this is where, like, you want to make sure, like, because to float this in might not be that easy. I'm not 100% sure. So you got to make sure you get up to that 15 for the side.
Mm-hmm.
So that way you can use that to break out, if the 10-9 are awkward. So I think she hit that really good. So
Yes, she did.
He's got like an option where he can, roll forward, play the 9 in the side. He can kind of draw into the 2 ball or the 10 ball. So she hit that really well. So now it's going to give Jeremy a few options here to kind of, and this table does play a little bit quicker than you think.
No doubt.
Yeah. He tried to use the 7 to hold for the 9 ball.
You know what? They're still in a good spot, right? She can take the 10, just roll up slightly, leave some good angle on the 11, use the 11 to get onto the 9.
That's right, yeah. You kind of have the same concept. Use the 7 ball to kill your speed.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Just don't get stuck behind it.
That's right.
Right? You know, when you hit it just that perfect speed and you roll up between the rail and the ball.
50-yard line.
Yeah. And I will say hi to Scott for you, Mr. Gord.
So Jeremy's just eyeing up what his options are here. So I think she wanted to be down at least another 2-3 more inches. That way he could pop up a little bit.
See, and
so
I don't mind the angle here because really now you don't have to manufacture anything. You're just straight hitting it, a little bit of right hand. That's it. It's all about the weight of the cue ball.
Yeah. And you could pop it off 2 rails and go into the 9 ball, you know. So, yeah, see how he's trying to use the 7 to kill the speed?
But he gets on the 14 like a...
He did get onto the side pocket shot, but this 9 ball...
He gets onto it like a hero.
If
That's
the 9
perfect.
goes past the 6, she doesn't have to do a whole lot with this.
Mm-hmm.
You just want to just hit this with a little draw. You're going to draw into the 6 ball, and it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Or that 2 ball. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, you just kind of want to nudge it out of the way.
So Frank wants to have a look at this to see how close it is. They might want to call a ref.
I'm sure he's going to, without a doubt.
And so ref's just sitting over there with his apron on.
We're going to see it.
What's up with the referee jerseys this year? It's an apron.
I'm not sure.
People are going to look, he's wearing an apron. It's like a bib.
It's the ref bib. Thanks for the streams. You're welcome, Mike. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Oh, yeah. So see how she dropped into the 2 ball with the draw, and, you know, he does have a shot on the 9 ball.
Oh, he would have been not perfect, but he would have taken it for sure.
But you know what? It was close. And you know, it's good to have a ref there just in case.
Yeah, I agree. My cup is making some funny noises, let me tell you.
Oh, that was awesome. So she had to hit that with a little bit of spin to throw that ball a little bit.
Yes, indeed. How are you, Backyard Billiards? Tuning in on YouTube.
So Jana just has to make sure she plays the right patterns here. The trickiness of these balls, right? For myself, I don't mind shooting a 7 going into the 6-9.
Yep.
And that kind of opens the door.
It sure does. Yeah, it opens up the table. Then one shot. You should be able
to stay for the deuce. You have the 3 and the 1.
You just said deuce. It's a 2 ball, Johnny. Come on.
I played with a guy once, and he's like, called the 1 ball the ace. He's like, ace, big side, right? He's like the deuce. And then he calls the 3 the cherry.
The cherry?
Yeah. Because it's red.
Interesting.
He had a name for all the colors, like in solids.
Really?
So when we got the stripes, I was curious to see if he was going to say anything, and he didn't.
Yeah.
So she did go into this 9 ball like we thought, but she kind of went into it more
aggressive.
Solid.
Yeah.
Like you have to hit that, so you hit the 9 and the 4. It was tricky.
It was.
Right?
It was the right shot.
So she did tie up the 9-8 ball just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And Mike, for the future, just so you are aware, we're live right now. Just so you're aware, on the scoreboard where it says RT4 stands for Race to 4.
Race to 4.
RT4.
RT4 Quattro. So we don't run that. We're live. So this is just a situation again where she ended up a little bit straight on this 4 ball, and she's really trying to think about how she was going to play this run out to get to the 8, and I think that's what's on her mind.
Right.
How do we get to this 8 ball?
Good
Because you don't want to go and take, you know, like the ball that's going to get you to the 4 the easiest right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Well, and good night, Lynn Marie, tuning in from Barbados
Barbados
on
Very nice.
YouTube. One of these days, I'm going to make it to Barbados. From South Carolina, says Backyard Billiards. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. For those that are just tuning in, this is your VNEA World Pool Championships happening in the beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. We are at the Westgate Hotel. My name is Grant, and my co-host, or actually I'm your co-host today. You've been here longer than me for today. Is Johnny Triple P.
What's up? This is how we get down.
It's how we roll over here on Q Sports Live.
That's right. and I don't know if you're allowed timeouts or anything, but this is a great opportunity for Frank and Jana to have a little bit of a discussion, you know, because I mean it's not hard to get onto the 8-ball. But you want to make sure you get the right
absolutely.
shots.
Hopefully they were talking about that.
Because like, what if he takes the ball she wants to get into the 8-ball with, and then all of a sudden now it's like, oh, we got to replan this. And it's really not that hard to get on the 8-ball, but you want to make sure that you leave the right ball.
Well, I'm curious. Let's just see. So yeah, that 8-ball is going to be a little rough.
Right. I mean, you can shoot your 5, you get onto the 3-ball, and leave a little angle on your 6 and come forward and shoot the 8 up into the top right-hand corner. You know? But make sure
Listen to the music, Johnny.
you have
of course.
the proper angles. Because, like, say she slid over too far for the 3, now you can't get to the 6 as good.
And I think she did slide over just a little too far.
Well, he can put topping on this, and
He can.
ideally where the cue ball is right now, there and maybe like 1-2 inches to the right of it is a perfect angle to get onto that 8-ball.
Yeah. So he's got to go forward here with right-hand spin.
Yeah, and try to get that cue ball into that same line. So I think he hit that. Is that too straight?
It's looking awfully straight. Even on this angle, looking...
I think she can go one rail and then spin it across. So it might be like
Flames
middle
going to
ball with
overtime.
a little inside siding.
Yeah.
That way that it will come off that rail sharp. Because I think follow through might come over too far. But I'm not 100% sure on the angles that she has. Definitely needed to be over another couple inches.
Well, I think if it was easy, she probably would have shot it already. But
yeah, for sure.
This is not an easy shot here. What about overplaying it? If you overplay it, power with left-hand spin, and try to go 3 back up top, but that doesn't work. Never mind.
It's a tight one. I would just be trying to pop that over as far as I could.
Bots on the YouTube again. Allow me to get rid of them.
So yeah, that's just a little bit of a straight angle for sure. And I'm not 100% sure because I'm not looking down that barrel.
Mm-hmm.
In my eyes, I'm thinking, all right, I could just pop this over, slide across. You leave yourself a tough shot on the 8-ball, but makeable, especially on these tables. But if she's too straight, then
She's trying to manufacture something, and
that's right.
So here's what I might do if I was at the table. Yeah, I don't want to overpower the 6-ball, risking missing that. So I think I'm just going to roll up and kind of take what the table gives me and bank the 8 to the corner.
You could bank it or you can cut it in the corner. I mean, it is a valley table.
It is.
I'd rather cut that.
Right. So if she's too straight on this, I'd rather just take what the table gives you. Don't try to manufacture something and, either cut it to the corner or bank it.
Yeah, it's definitely Electric Avenue. Yeah, exactly. So you just want to take what the table gives you. Nobody's trying to force it. And, she might have a lot of angle on this.
Yeah, see?
So she
This is-
definitely forced that over.
This was the problem. And look at the angle she's left.
And it's almost like they could shoot the 9 off the 6 right now.
Pretty darn close.
It looks like it's there. And I mean, I could be
Ooh,
wrong.
She is tight. 9 past the 6.
I think it is there.
I don't know.
But I think ideally,
You just have to take the
There's-
12 in
there-
and come
there's-
around underneath the 9 ball. And take the 9 either into the side or the corner. He's going to the corner.
well, I like the corners better than the sides. Because I tell you what, if you shoot,
Flame scored? Oh. Yeah, guy.
if you shoot this in the side pocket and you miss, like you hit that horn, you miss.
Yeah,
But if you shoot this in the corner and you hit that diamond, you probably could still make this.
of course. You definitely want to take this into the top corner. And you may even give that 8 ball just a nudge over to the right a little bit as the
that's
cue ball follows
depending
through,
on how
and
much
that's
angle
perfect.
she has.
Yeah.
If she has enough to follow forward, then it's going to clip the 8 ball perfect.
Just like this.
And she hit that good.
Just like that. This to take a 2-1 lead.
And just like that, nice and easy.
Oh, we were told, guy. We were told.
End of third period, 4-4 is the score.
Going into sudden death. So for those just tuning in, guys, here's our schedule of events. Today being Thursday, as I was thinking today was Wednesday, so I got robbed of a day somehow. So Scotch doubles today.
I
Friday
think
is 9 balls.
You thought today was Tuesday.
No.
Just from that conversation.
Well, and
Because-
then I jumped ahead somehow, and I
Because you said,
yeah,
oh, it'll be ready on Wednesday, so we'll check it Wednesday.
yeah.
And then
Wednesday, Thursday, and here I was thinking, yeah, I don't know what day it is, Kay. It's today. That's what day it is.
today is today.
Yes,
It's
it is.
33 Celsius outside.
It is today o'clock. And so there's our schedule. Again, Scotch doubles 9 ball tomorrow, 8 ball starting on Saturday, and finishing off on Monday. And then we have the Suds and Chips mixer. We'll bring you all the coverage on that. Then the team event starts on Tuesday, runs all the way through till end of day Saturday, and we finish off with the banquet. And we will be we'll be streaming that as well.
Well,
Yeah,
well.
well.
What do we got here? I don't like that glare.
No, and I've tried everything I could to adjust the cameras for that glare, because that's what's throwing off the
Just that color.
well, it's throwing off the how clear the camera really is.
That's right. So what do you think the odds are that we can remove these two tables when teams start? Because there's rooms on the other side for 2 teams. And just for these 2 tables, and then we can move the cameras a little bit closer and we can get a better angle.
We'll see. We'll see.
Because so yeah,
Jeremy needs a Yukon on the rocks. I'll Venmo you.
I want to know who's out there dancing.
I would be if I wasn't on the mic.
They're just bringing
I've
out
been known to cut the
old,
rug up a little bit every
90s.
now and
it's
again.
like a 90s party
Oh,
out there.
no doubt. No doubt.
90s, early 2000s, perhaps.
Yes, that's totally my jam right there.
Right? That's when we were in our prime.
Right?
I don't know. I'm still in my prime.
No, if I had a prime, it was back in those days. I'm well past my prime right now.
I haven't stopped priming.
Mm-hmm. We're live right now.
So
Just hold on one sec, guys.
we got nice little break here. We'll see what they can do to make this happen. They definitely need this win to force on a little bit of things. Yeah, that probably would work. Maybe we'll look into something like that, even like maybe a strip of tape or something, because it's really only on that one spot, and anything just to kill that brightness. Normally we have our cameras a little bit closer to the tables, but the way they have this set up, we're way back than normal. So I think being a little bit closer would change a lot of the angles for the lights, and we'd have to be using, we'd be a little bit closer, so I think that helps with some resolution as well. So looks like she's gonna pop this 11 straight into the corner. And she comes off this 7 ball nicely. She might have this 12 in the side, so she hit that perfect. I like the way that she played that shot, because they did have like a small issue with this 12 ball. So if they're able to just get rid of this, and then I think they're money. I'm trying to see if there's any other issues here. I think that 8 ball does pass the 4 ball into the bottom left-hand corner. But depending on your patterns, I mean, you wouldn't even have to be playing that. So it would have been nice if she popped out a little bit more, because then she could have played this 14 with a little draw shot for the 9 ball. But she's going to be going up and down just a little bit more instead of shooting over the 4 ball. So now she's going to have to play this 15 in the side, I would say, and try to draw back for this 14. Because ideally, if you can get straight or just above the 9 in the side, she could roll for the 13, save that 10 ball for last, and the 8 in the corner. And I think that would be... So she got onto this ball pretty good. So it's up to Frank to see how he plays this angle. That's right, exactly. So somebody was saying, like, what if we put like a piece of tape on there, and it might reduce... Well, he said a black Sharpie, but, you know.
Yeah. A piece of tape might reduce
anything
that a
to
little
just
bit.
reduce that glare.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I was saying that our cameras are further back than normal.
Oh, they're way farther back. Our cameras are about 20 feet from the tables. So I've got to update everybody
Okay.
with perhaps some pretty cool stuff.
Okay.
That there may be a match, an unscheduled match.
You don't even have to say it. I know what he's talking about. You don't even have to tell me.
Right? But there is potentially a match that might involve SVB.
That's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Against.
I wonder
a
who
couple
else
options
is here.
that would love to play him. So he was
We
not
won't say
supposed
who
to take
yet.
that ball.
Well, we won't say who yet, because if they don't match up, I don't want his opponent getting ribbed or talked about.
That's right.
So, but there is potentially some bonus coverage of potentially a money match or some kind of a match involving SVB.
So I don't mind this pattern. I like the other pattern better. He could have shot the 14, drew back for the 9, got onto the 13. That would have been the last ball, 8 ball in this corner.
Yeah.
So now he's going to have to come over here, and he's going to have to play. He's going to make sure he gets an angle on this 14, because if you roll up on it, she's going to have to back cut the 8 ball in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there's no real, like, wrong way of running a table. There's whatever you feel comfortable with. But obviously there are easier ways of going around this table.
So he got a little flat on the 14, although you may see Jana try to go forward here. Go forward two.
Don't roll forward too far, just enough.
I don't know if she'll just roll it or she may punch to try to go 2 rails. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, right? Like, you want to make sure you can play the 2 rails to get onto. That's why I like shooting the other way,
Yeah,
because
of course.
you don't have to do anything. Yeah, exactly. Draw back for that 9, and it makes it a lot easier. So, I mean,
Especially
I
that
still
she's
don't think.
hampered over a ball. Yeah, just
Yeah,
take what the table gives
that's
you.
right.
Yeah,
You know,
good
it's
shot.
not a hard shot.
Yeah.
It's just it could have been just a little easier.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think the odds of him making this are pretty
Oh,
high.
I don't think this is really missable.
You know, the only other thing is maybe the cue ball gets lost somewhere, but
Yeah.
I
can't see that. Not with the angle.
No.
It'll head dead into the 4.
Yeah. So we have a tie ball game here, and you know what? That was a table that they needed to get out on
I agree.
because it was open. There wasn't a lot of air.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you just as long as you kept that cue ball in a good position.
Well, and so Ben and I talk about this on a regular basis too, is getting married, especially in 8-ball.
Mm-hmm.
You go to map out a table and you get married to the way that you've
That's
mapped
right.
it,
Yeah,
which can lead you to really, really terrible things happening.
that's right.
So, you know, certainly map out the table, and it should get easier as you get closer to the 8-ball.
Well, if you plan it out right.
Yeah. I tend to plan in sections.
Yeah.
Right? My high section, my low section.
Yeah.
Right? North of the side pocket, south of the side pocket. Then I pray to the old gods and the new that I actually, you know, can execute what my plan is. But I don't really go from ball to ball to ball.
I go for what I was saying was I like to look at where the 8-ball goes, and I like to look at the ball that plays shape on the 8-ball.
Yep.
And so I like to look at the next ball to get shape on that ball to get on the 8-ball.
Mm-hmm.
Once I see that pattern, then you just
The rest don't
I
really
like to
matter.
play 3-ball shape,
Mm-hmm.
but I also like to play multiple ball shape
Yeah.
in the beginning.
Options.
If there's
Options
some
are
trouble
good.
balls, I like to get rid of my trouble balls,
Mhm.
right? If it's a wide open table, you know, you're looking at like 30, 45 second run out, right? Because when I map the table, I'm really quick thinker. And when I see it, if it's going well, I play fast.
Yes.
If it's doing what I want it to do, I'm fast. If I start getting out of position, you know, you're an inch low, an inch high, then I tend to slow down just to make sure that I can maintain my angles.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's what somebody was watching me play, whatchamacallit, 9-ball, and everyone's like, you know, I always watch you play, and when you get to like that 6-ball, it's like one stroke, bang, 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 right
Yeah.
to the 9.
Yeah.
But it's because you plan everything and you see how your angles are.
It is double elimination, Mike. But this is the B final.
This is the B final. Sitting in the hot seat is Ben Francis and Tony Sakamoto.
Yes. We'll be bringing that match to you live.
Will be coming up shortly after this match here.
Yes. They're both in the room and getting all warmed up.
So I'm not sure exactly. He's going to have to play this 1-ball. I'm not sure if this 3 goes or not. So he's going to play this 1-ball, and he's going to be hitting the 8-ball. And that could lead to trouble. So we'll just see how he negotiates this carom.
But you can also use that 8-ball, I think, because of that sharp angle that you're cutting into the 1. I think you kind of hit into that 8-ball but carry still up table. So if you play the weight right, you're onto the 7 in that side pocket.
Well, and that's what I was saying. Like, if he hits it just in that one spot, he could freeze up to that 11-ball. It just depends on how he has to negotiate this properly.
He does, yeah. But I
And-
think
and
I
I
think
don't
he
think-
could plug right off this 8-ball and go
I
just
really don't
past the
think
9.
he's looked at the 1 going into this 9. So he almost did wire himself to that 11-ball. But I don't know if he has left a shot. I don't know if this 7 passes the 3-ball. And this 2-ball is not friend to anyone.
I used to do that. Play from the 8 backwards.
I just like to look at the 8-ball and 2 balls, and if it's manageable, because like a lot of games I have, the 8-ball I don't work for it. I usually shoot the last ball. It's a stun shot,
Yeah.
or maybe a little draw, or just a little slide over. But I don't work for shape on the 8.
Yeah.
And that starts by planning your last 3 balls. And then you use the rest of the balls to kind of get to those. So this way, once you get to like maybe the 4th or 5th ball, now you can really just get to that last one.
Wow, I'm looking. Is she shooting the 7 ball?
I think she was shooting this. It is tight.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
I
that
was
was
looking.
tight.
I was looking straight down the barrel at that. She had maybe a half a pocket.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I was saying. Like, Frank did not look at the 1 ball and the 8 ball to see how much of that he was going to hit. He looked at other stuff of where the white ball might end up, but he didn't really look at that. And I thought the way he hit that, he might have froze it at 11, and he hit a little bit harder to get past that. But I think he was really trying to get to the 2 ball, which means he should have hit that a little bit harder. So I'm not.
But if he was doing that and playing shape for the 2, then he knew he was playing off the 8 and that he could just hit it a little lighter and you're on to the 9. You don't have to put the power in it.
Yeah.
Right?
So it's tough to say what's going through somebody's mind.
Oh, it totally is.
Listen,
I don't miss from back here. Okay, I don't
No.
miss until I get out in front of the camera, and then I miss more than Shaquille O'Neal at the free throw line. It's just the way it is.
Shack attack. But no, for sure, it's way easier from up here. Way easier from up here. To be down there in the, you got the heat of the finals.
Of course.
You're playing a
for
tight
life.
match. It's 2-2, so really it's a race to 2, which is a crapshoot the way these teams are playing.
Anybody can
I
win.
don't think Rhonda hit this very well. I think Jeremy's in tight here.
Do we have any dates for our Summer Ghost League? We do. I just haven't posted them out yet. And I don't have them right in front of me, but at some point while we're through VNEA Vegas here, I'll get them updated.
So I like the confidence Jeremy has. This guy's been playing great all day.
He has.
And he hit that shot as good as you can hit it. Maybe just a touch harder than he wanted, but I would never say he hit that bad.
No, he hit that pretty good.
He hit that good. And if she could just play this 12 in his side and just kind of slide over and play the, can't see what ball that is, up into the top right-hand corner. So the good part about this is he doesn't have to do much with the cue ball, and she could roll the 11 in, bump the 3 ball with the cue, and, game over.
Yep, which is exactly it.
Oilers win. Oh, my God. Is this for real? Yeah, 6-4.
McDavid.
How do you get 6-4 in overtime?
Yeah, it can't be.
Like, I'm going to snap this because...
Of course McDavid scored.
That guy's a beast.
Sorry to ask so many questions. Oh, don't ever worry about asking questions, Cheryl. Never heard of this league, and I'm curious if anybody knows how these players would rank or match up with skill levels from APA or Fargo. The cross-translation's really not there, so the difference between a Fargo and how APA does it or VNEA does it, they're all just different ranking systems. Particular with VNEA, they use B-level, A-level, Masters, Elite, where Fargo uses a number that's kind of in that same realm, will encompass that B player, A player, so on and so forth. APA is somewhat similar in the fact I believe they go from, I don't know what the low is, maybe a 3, up to, I believe, an 11, which would be a pro-level player at APA. If my memory is correct.
I'm not sure how APA works.
Yeah.
I know that
if I'm wrong, please correct me, somebody, but yeah.
So this is the Master Division, so this is the highest division. But
yes, Calgary SML, so depending on your sanctioning body or your charter, may have one level above the Masters. In Calgary we do. They're called the Elite. And They're just one step up. So they would be, I guess, considered a Vegas Masters.
Yeah. So we got a nice
I'm going to
little
have to
match
get my,
here.
my band button out right now,
So you're going to have to switch that to 3 for Jeremy and Rhonda.
especially for that Corey Parrish guy. Corey, you spelt flames wrong. What are we looking to do?
I just wanted to add a score there to... Nope, one more down. There you go.
Gotcha.
Boom.
I
There
got
goes
you.
the dynamite.
Right?
So, this is where...
Oh, there we go. So John is saying APA is a 2 to a 7 and 8 ball and a 1 to 9 and 9 ball. I got you. Thanks, John. 1 to 7 and 8 ball. 1 to, yep.
It's like max pressure on the A side, and then when you get the B side, you can do some work, right?
Flames are eliminated. All right. Thanks, Corey.
Well, I mean, that just opens
I
up
mean,
more time for us to just kind of enjoy Vegas. We don't have to be stressed out about Calgary winning or
Right?
losing.
Yeah.
You know?
Corey, I'm sorry, where are you at again? What city? Where are you? Edmonton, maybe? And I'll give you one guess what city we're in. I'm just playing, Corey.
It's good to have
you know what?
Alberta.
Listen. After 30 years of waiting for the Battle of Alberta, win, lose or draw, it was still fun.
It was
we
pretty
had
cool.
a blast, and of course, we always love kind of the rivalry, the friendly rivalry
Of course.
between Calgary and Edmonton.
Hey guys,
But
on this,
you know what? You got to admit, and I'm even live saying this, so this can be recorded and used against me in future sessions. But Edmonton played better. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, I knew it was going to be a crazy match when 9-6 was the first game or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And people were saying how good Calgary was playing, and I said, well, don't forget, Edmonton scored 6 goals. They didn't just crumble,
No,
even though
of
they're down
course.
like 4-0 or
Of
5-1
course,
or
they were down
something.
5-1 in that ridiculous game
And they
where
battled
15
back.
goals were scored. It was
And
crazy.
I just said, like, these guys came to play.
Well, and that was the difference, right? In my opinion, and I look at us now. We're Flames commentator, Flame and Oilers commentator.
Well, they scored an average of 5 goals per game.
They did, and they made our goalie look weak.
And honestly,
And you know what? You got to give credit to their goalie Smith.
Yeah.
He stood on his head. He was great.
that's right. And I think Edmonton
I'll never
has a
repeat
great
that again.
chance of winning the cup if they
Oh,
can
they're
continue to
gonna.
play like this.
I'm telling you, they're gonna have a hard time with Colorado. You know, it's. But again, right? We'll be rooting because you're the Canadian team left,
Yeah.
right? So good on you, Oilers. Job well done, and well deserved. You guys played great.
They do have an issue here, where the 7 is located. Or, sorry, the 5 ball. Or the 15. I'm not sure. I think the table is open. I'm not 100% sure if color or
Yeah, I don't know
balls
whether
have been
they've claimed
established.
yet. Yeah.
I think something has been, but I'm not 100% sure. So if she takes stripes here, she can shoot this 10 to the side and break out that 15, which does make this table a little bit easier.
Yeah, it actually leads really well to it. I'll kind of give you the look at it. So taking that ball into that side pocket leads fairly naturally into that 15 ball breakout. But you may end up losing the cue ball a little bit.
Well,
It really
that's the
doesn't lead you
question.
to a lot of good things.
That is the question. Where does the cue ball end up?
Mm-hmm.
Because your only shot after is the 12 ball straight up in the corner. Okay, so she decided that she's going to break out the 9.
But does she have, or he have now, the 12 ball? Is it locked behind that 8 ball?
So, the 15 is above the 5.
Yeah, the 12 above the 15
And the 12 is above the 15.
into that right-hand
The
side
14
pocket,
is
right?
below him, so that's not an issue, especially where the 11 is. Honestly, I don't mind shooting this 12 ball straight up and drawing into like one rail into the 15, and you have your 9 ball after.
Oh, he plays dead into the face of 6 to hold.
So
It's not terrible.
it's not horrible. So he's going to play the 11 to the 14 and use the 14 to kind of move that 15 ball out a bit. There's no real wrong way. There's just easier ways and tougher ways.
And
Either
just-
way is fine, I think, at this point. I think they're both about the same percentage.
Yeah.
It does go into the top corner. So she just has to make sure that she gives him a nice angle on the 14 to the 15.
Did I not get those bots? Look at this. Holy cow. Sorry there, Jim. I'm on him right now.
There is no shot clock, unfortunately.
I don't know if I would say unfortunately.
So
The
she
thing
tried to hit
is-
that in with a little inside siding, which was why she missed it.
I won't say it's unfortunate that there's no shot clock. We're dealing with amateur players. We're not pro players in this event. I don't think the need for it is there. Yes, sometimes there are slower players than others,
Yeah.
but again, this
This
is the
is the
fun
B-side
amateur.
finals.
That's right. They're
All
going
right,
to take them.
so-
They're going to take their time.
Well, especially with Jeremy and Rhonda being on the hill, right? I don't think that Joanne liked that angle that Frank left her, and that's why she had to put a little something on there, which ended up making the shot just a little bit harder.
Yeah, this is tough. Look out.
Yeah, and he played the safety there. He
Yeah,
called safe,
it's a great shot.
right? He left a fairly easy jump shot. I mean, in my eyes, I don't think there should be too much of a problem for this.
I didn't think we said Joanne.
I never said Joanne. Did I say Joanne?
I'm not sure. Did you say Joanne?
I said
Jana?
Jana.
Yeah.
But maybe Joanne slipped out. I don't think. Maybe that's what it sounds like when I say Jana,
It could.
right? Because somebody mentioned that to me earlier, and I was like, "Oh, my bad." I'm getting everyone's names mixed up. Calling Rhonda Rita.
Right? Bad boy.
I'll try to say. But no, I don't call her Joanne. I call her Jana.
Yeah.
So maybe Jana sounds like Joanne sometimes.
Yeah.
Because
And-
since somebody corrected me, because I wasn't sure, I must have said it. I haven't said it since. But it must sound like I say it.
It's true. VNEA does
I'm
have
gonna
a
have to
slow
go back
play
and
rule.
listen to this.
Yep. They do have a slow play rule. The problem is if you apply slow play, it really applies to both teams. So if you call the clock on your opponents, you are also on the clock.
I'm gonna go back and listen to this because I'm pretty sure 100% I never said Joanne. I called her Jana.
Is there a bracket link? Yes, there is. It is on CompuSport under VNEA World Championships.
Oh, with the slow play?
Huh?
What's that?
No, if there's a bracket.
Oh, bracket,
Link.
yes. So Frankie here has got to come up with a jump shot. I'm not betting on anything.
Oh, he hit that pretty darn good.
But did he get away with
He
it?
hit it and didn't make it.
Did he get
Thanks.
away with it?
David Wilson, look at that. Our pin master, man. Guy is on it.
That's it. Perfect. I'm going to go back and listen, Corey, because I'm pretty sure every time I've said her name, I mentally said, all right, Jana. But I'll go back and I'll listen to it, and I do apologize if I did call her Joanne, because like that was an accident.
Yeah, Gord, I saw your post, but it's posted there for everybody to read. I don't have to necessarily read it out.
So he definitely got away with the shot here.
I think he did a little
she
bit.
has a whole lot of options.
No.
The bank corner's not there.
Okay, so I got a shot for you. I think you combo the 3 into the 13, make the 13, send the cue ball up behind
And
the 6.
try to get up table.
Yeah.
It's not a horrible shot. Even play the 3 off the rail, off the 13, push that, try to create something just like that.
Like that, but
But
didn't
the,
hit that
the 9
quite
ball
hard
is
enough.
left.
Yeah. Didn't
Just
quite
a
get
little
it
bit
hard
harder.
enough. Sorry, there's more bots. Holy cow,
Wow,
these guys
what's
are going
going on with this?
crazy.
Can you just block them?
We do, but they change one little thing in their very long back.
Okay. The Flames lost. I'm having a hard time, guys.
Right?
I can't think straight.
That's all right, Johnny. You've been at, give him a break, guys. He's been at this all day. He's not used to being on the mic for this many hours.
Well, that's not the problem. The problem is I didn't get home
Now, Johnny, I'm telling you, you're getting a front row seat into what Ben and I get to
to
go through.
late.
Yeah.
Like 4
Would you like to
a.m.
know the last time that Ben and I were in Vegas and what we did? The
and
two of
then
us?
Ben woke me up at like 8 a.m. He's like, "You coming?" I'm just like, "What? Where am I?" I didn't even know I was in Vegas.
This is what.
And I've been here the entire day.
Almost, yeah. Almost the entire day. I think I did 2 or 3 matches prior to you getting here by myself.
Well, that's when I went to Walmart to go shopping.
That's. You're just getting a front row seat into what we do, brother.
No excuses. It's Vegas. All right. I'm not making excuses anymore.
That a boy.
So now they just have to negotiate getting on that 15. Because it is a little bit tight. Because if you get up high enough onto that 1 ball, you know, you are coming back down table.
Mm-hmm.
And ideally, now's the time to get on it.
15
So-
go in the side. It could go in the side.
He does have it in the side. It's not like because
It's sitting a little bit low, but
He's
I
got to
think
make sure
it's,
he can slide past that 5 ball,
it's also bankable.
right? While the 4 is tight.
4 makes it, in my opinion, a very big pocket, but he just took care of business
I
right
mean,
there.
to slide
That
in
was a-
between
that was
the
a good
1,
shot.
5, and 8,
That's a great shot.
you know, you can't hit that shot any better. You know?
Yeah, that was pretty sporty right there. So all Jana's got to do is really just make the 14.
Yeah.
Automatic shape on the 11,
That was a
off
great
the
shot
rail.
to
Yeah.
slip in between those balls.
Perfect.
Because I thought for sure he's hit that 5. So, great shot, you know. That's how you get hill.
Yeah, nothing for Jana to do but make the shot.
Well, you know, I think she
She's
came
a
up a little
little-
sharp on
yeah.
this. So it depends on, because this table's play a little bit quick.
Well, and here's the
So-
problem. You'd almost be tempted to use the 4 ball to...
Well, that's so tight by the side
it
pocket.
is. You risk
know.
so much putting the cue ball in the
you
side.
have to play a little check middle ball, float that into the corner, and just let the cue ball. If you hit it soft enough,
The tables are playing so quick,
but if you
though.
hit it soft enough, you should hold that right up, like have a straight in 8 ball.
Not with
that
what I've seen
weight-
with how these tables are playing. That cue ball's ending up by the 2 ball. Look at this. I'll show you. I'll show everybody. So, yeah, I think that's too steep to hold, but we'll see what he does
I
here.
think if you just put a little check in there and hit it nice and easy, he should be able to hit perfect. And that's, I mean, as hard as...
So he's not straight
And
in,
so
but
he
he's
didn't
not
shoot
bad.
that easy.
Yeah.
He could have hit that a lot softer.
I don't know if you hit that softer. Do you risk not making the cut?
So
Right, because you're cutting that 15 awfully thin. You got to make sure it
Mm.
gets to the pocket.
So good news, she does have a shot.
Yeah,
Right.
the outcome at the end is what we wanted to
She
see.
does have a shot. I don't think it's... I say high percentage she makes this.
Dave says you're both right.
Yeah, we're both right. No one can ever be wrong sitting in this chair.
Only problem here is you're tempted to draw for this shot, and if you draw, you risk going off the rail off the 3 and scratching.
That is one option, and the other option is just if you try to put a little check on here, you could scratch in the side off the 4.
Mm-hmm.
So she might want to just dig into this and slide off that rail. And, you know, it wasn't an easy shot. It was makeable. You know,
It was very
I
makeable.
would have gave her at least a 70% chance of making that.
I'm almost always wrong from the chair. It's true. I'm just part of the furniture guy. I don't even work here.
So
My claim to fame is I don't know nothing. I never have, and I never will. That's why I get to make the outlandish claims that I do make. Because my level of expectation is none.
So clear the table up to get to the finals.
Yeah, the 1-5 is really the only trouble. Which really isn't all that trouble because I think he's in on it
No.
right now.
No. She could have rolled forward and had an easier 5, but I still think he has the 5. But even to get on it, I don't think there's an issue. You know, he can still take the 4.
True. He's doing all the work. I think he is. He was on that 5.
Yeah, but I like you said, there's no real option. Like, you don't have to get on it right away.
That's right.
You know, take care of business down table and work on this side of the table, right? You could use your north-south pole lines. You know what I mean? You work on the upper side table, then you do the bottom side last. So now it's Rhonda trying to make sure she takes the right balls here.
Oh, she came under that really well.
Yeah, that's perfect.
So both options are viable. You can take the 1 if you'd like and set yourself on the 2, then the 5.
The 2 ball would be the best to stay out, like your last ball.
Yeah.
Because to get onto the 8's
it would be,
natural.
but if you take the 1 ball, you're traveling away from the 5.
Yeah.
And you have to watch the weight because it brings in the 8 ball, brings in the side pocket. So just watch. If you can go off the rail and back out for the 5, that's ideal.
Yeah.
Without a hit on the 8 or, oh, she pumped, or he pumped it.
Pumped it in, you know. So now all she has to
Pumped it.
do is just stun this ball right there, and that's it.
Pumped it.
And Jeremy's been doing this all day. He's been coming up with great shots. You know, just a touch out of position, no problem. So she's supposed to be taking a 5,
Oh, 100%.
right? Because Jeremy could have just
100%.
stunned that over.
Yeah. Although, I mean, I
And
think
there's no
he's-
real wrong way of doing it. There's just like less work.
Yeah. Yeah. And you don't want to, I don't think you want to draw here. I think you want to go forward. Drawing just brings in that right side pocket if you draw,
just
draw
play
high.
top and come off one rail, back middle table.
2 rails in behind.
Perfect.
Looking good to take the win.
And this just shows you the so many different ways to get out.
Yep.
The key is
Just
getting
get
out.
out. Yeah. Exactly.
Doesn't matter how you get there. Easier way, hard way.
Well, and define hard or easy. What's easy for me might not be easy
It's
for
comfort.
somebody else, right? It's your
Comfort for
comfort
somebody,
level. Yeah.
right? Some people are more comfortable playing bottom. Some people are more
Mhm.
comfortable playing top.
Do what you're comfortable doing.
Oh, hello. There we go.
Just about the tiniest of little sweats right there. But it went in the hole, so there you go.
Little bobble bobble. 5 minutes it lasted.
We finally have a winner in this match.
Yes, there you go. You can see how ecstatic they are.
Right?
Getting to the finals. Good
All
little
right.
match.
Yeah, really good match. So we are going to do a quick shutdown restart.
Yes.
We're
And
going to
then we're
leave
gonna
the
have this-
winners right there. We'll replace the unfortunate loser side and replace that with Ben Francis, Tony Sakamoto, and we will have your finals up next. Don't go far, guys. On behalf of myself and Johnny Triple P, we appreciate you tuning in. We'll be back in a few with your A final.
Don't go to bed. Watch the match.
Good one, Johnny. We'll see you guys back here on the live stream in a few.